The Old Testament is a collection of ancient religious texts that are sacred to both Judaism and Christianity. It consists of 39 books, written over a period of more than 1,000 years, from approximately the 12th century BCE to the 2nd century BCE. The Old Testament is divided into four main parts: the Pentateuch, the historical books, the poetic books, and the prophetic books. The Pentateuch, also known as the Torah, consists of the first 5 books of the Old Testament: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. These books tell the story of creation, the early history of humanity, and the establishment of the Israelite people as God's chosen people. They also contain the laws and commandments given by God to Moses on Mount Sinai. In the book of Genesis, God creates the world and everything in it, including the first humans, Adam and Eve. However, they disobey God and are banished from the Garden of Eden. The story then follows their descendants, including Noah and his family, who are saved from a great flood, and Abraham, who is promised by God to become the father of a great nation. The book of Exodus tells the story of Moses, who is chosen by God to lead the Israelites out of slavery in Egypt. Through a series of miracles, God sends plagues upon Egypt until the Pharaoh agrees to release the Israelites. They then embark on a journey through the desert towards the Promised Land. Leviticus and Numbers contain laws and commandments given by God to Moses, including the 10 Commandments. They also describe the construction of the tabernacle, a portable sanctuary where the Israelites worship God. Deuteronomy contains a series of speeches by Moses to the Israelites, reminding them of God's laws and the covenant between God and his people. Moses also appoints Joshua as his successor to lead the Israelites into the Promised Land. The historical books, which follow the Pentateuch, tell the story of the Israelites' conquest of Canaan, their struggles to maintain their independence, and the establishment of the monarchy under King David. These books include Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1 and 2 Samuel, and 1 and 2 Kings. The poetic books, which include Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, and the Song of Solomon, are written in a variety of styles and address different themes, including wisdom, praise, and love. The prophetic books, which include Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel, and the 12 minor prophets, contain messages of warning and hope from God through the prophets to the Israelites. They predict the fall of the kingdoms of Israel and Judah, the Babylonian exile, and the eventual restoration of Israel. The Old Testament concludes with the book of Malachi, which contains prophecies of the coming of a messenger who will prepare the way for the Lord. The Old Testament is a rich and complex text that has been interpreted and understood in different ways by people throughout history. Some see it as a historical record of the Israelites, while others view it as a collection of religious and moral teachings. Regardless of one's interpretation, the Old Testament has had a profound impact on Western civilization and continues to be a source of inspiration and guidance for millions of people around the world. Please like and subscribe to the channel for new interesting videos.